Good morning, watch fans. This is Big Jim with the Big Giant Wrist. Today I am wearing my favorite little go-to automatic that doesn't get nearly enough wrist time. Of course, OP39 in blue. You know, it's a great watch. Everybody knows this watch. Let me get some light over here for you. Everybody knows this watch. Everybody loves this watch. It is now discontinued, hard to find, and they're asking 25% above retail for this watch. For an entry-level watch, it's gotten insane out there, folks. But, you know, it's a great watch, and I can see why people like it. I just don't think it's worth it. $8,000 new, but that's just my opinion. So, you know, what am I talking about today? I had a very nice day yesterday. I had an actual watch adventure, if you want to call it that. I went down to the Las Vegas Strip at the Venetian Grand Canal Shops and visited with a fellow YouTuber named Karan. He is one of the gentlemen that work in Horoligy. It's the big, giant, super fancy, all-purpose, everybody loves it watch shop. Got Gerard Perregaux and Bell Ross, and you know, it's got Grand Seiko, and oh man, I got to play with a Ulysse Nardin yesterday. It was a $26,000 watch. That was pretty cool. Got an amazing clasp. Someone finally invented a new butterfly clasp that is smoking. Wow, that's a cool clasp. You know, I've been in the market for a Grand Seiko with a little bit of yellow accents on it, or maybe some red accents on it, and I'm leaning towards the GMT. Looked at one yesterday. It was it was a good deal, great deal, and just couldn't pull the trigger with a car payment. You know, it's just not responsible. You know, I like to buy what I want. I buy what I like. I wear what I want, but I don't go into debt doing it. I buy what I want. I wear what I like, but I don't go into debt doing it. So as long as I have a car payment for another 2 months, I've got to suck it up, Buttercup, and if I'm going to buy an $8,000 or a $3,000 Grand Seiko, I'm going to have cash only. So, no credit cards for me when it comes to watches. I'm not going down that route. Ooh, there's something on the crystal here. So, but that was one I played with and just to try on. Really liked it. You know, he had the Breitling yellow, which is very similar to this watch. You know, it's similar, obviously, but this is $130. The Breitling's $2,800. He had it in yellow with the big Arabic indices and a black case and a rubber band, which I don't mind the black case. I just don't like the Breitling rubber band. It's just got that whole big giant Breitling across the side and in a 50 font. It's enormous. I don't like it. So, but he's getting in the stainless steel and stainless bracelet later next week. So maybe I'll stop back in and take a look at that also. You know, just a really interesting day. I got to go downstairs to their sister shop and look at the IWC Big Crown Pro Pilot, the brand new puppy that's $9,000. I got to tell you, that is an amazing bracelet. It's a very nice watch, very nice display case back, great indices, very pretty, but the bracelet, oh my God. Every bit as nice as anything I've ever seen from Rolex or Omega. Just spectacular. At that price point with zero discounts, it's $9,000. But 5-link bracelet, I'll get a picture up here for you. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's one of those watches that you have to see to believe. It's truly spectacular. They have a lot of watches there. It is, you know, it's not, I wouldn't call it a watch mecca, but it is a watch must see. If you're a watch guy or a watch geek, you really should take a chance and go see Karan or go see Jennifer or Julia. Go see somebody down there at Horology and you'll be blown away. It was so much fun. So that was my day yesterday. It was well worth the trip. You know, it's about 35 minutes from my house, maybe another 10 minutes of a walk with the garage and all that happy stuff, but well worth it. You know, since Horology is right inside of St. Mark's Square, inside the Grand Canal Shops. It's right on the edge of the shops, and it's just really nice, really pretty. Shop is very well maintained. Got a little foot traffic going on. A lot of guys in there looking at expensive watches, and as I'm leaving, as I'm walking out the door, I got to see the Girard Perregaux Laureato in white. That is an amazing watch, a watch you can buy today. It is so much like the Gerald Genta's. It is a Gerald Genta design, obviously. He was involved in that. But you can buy that watch today for under 10 grand. And it is every bit as nice as anything else you're going to find out there that's got a Genta name on it. Just spectacular. Really pretty watch, good size, everything about it's amazing. I recommend you go in there and take a look around. Just so much fun. It's expensive. They had Bell & Ross, which are $2,000 watches, and they have Breitling, which are $3,000 watches. They had a couple of Grand Seikos that were $2,000 watches. So they have a nice spread of, luxury watches. They're all in the $1,000 and up range. I think he had a Frederic Constant display also, a nice one. And he had a couple of watches in there that were under $1,000. So, nothing wrong with it. I had a Frederic Constant. It's my very, very first luxury watch about 4 or 5 years ago. And it was stainless steel and white and, on a black leather strap that didn't fit. I had to get a bigger one from somebody else. But I paid like $750 for it. And I was afraid to wear it. I'm kind of a rough and tumble guy. And at the time, I think I was still a pro shooter. Used to be a professional competitive shooter. I think at the time I was still shooting. That would have been my nice watch, my nice one. I would have wanted to wear to go show people. And I just didn't want to ding it up. So I bought this similar watch from the Citizen and wore the hell out of that watch. And because it looked just like the Frederic Constant. I didn't mind if I banged up a $150 Citizen. So, I wasn't ready to own a really super nice watch. Now here I am with, a $6,000 watch that I wear around. I do dishes in and wash my car and whatnot. So, your attitude towards expensive watches changes once you have a couple of them. Here I am sitting here with a nice variety of watches from, $100 for the G-Shocks on up to $6,000 for the Rolex. It's a nice little spread of watches here, and I wear them all equally now. And I think a nice budget brand luxury watch like Frederic Constant is a great way to get into it. That's what I did. And when I sold it, I actually sold it for what I paid for it. I had it for like 6 months. So they can sometimes hold their value. Sometimes you'll take a beating. Sometimes they won't. So this has been Big Jim with the Big Giant Wrist talking about his watch adventure from yesterday. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one.